Hey, welcome back to Cool Kids Art, and let's draw the awesome looking Thunder Crash pickaxe in Fortnite. So let's get started with a quick sketch, and then I will show you line by line on how you can draw this. Alright, so let's draw this, and this one's got a lot of little tricky angles, so let's take it one step at a time and hopefully this will work for you. So let's start out with his eyes, and we gotta draw in everything at a slant. So this would be at the top of his eyes. And then we're just gonna kind of taper it down and then close that off. And then I'm gonna draw in the eyeball. So on the inside, just kind of like a half circle right there on the top. Okay. So then once you have this, we're gonna come up here, same slant as the slot as his eye. And I'm just gonna draw one line across like this. And then now I'm gonna come down this way. Okay, so right about there. And then from this line here, from this corner, I'm going to draw a circle almost the size of the eye. Okay, so just one circle like this. And then once I have that circle, I'm just draw in a smaller one on the inside. Okay, and then let's just draw in one of these I guess looks like some kind of strap on the head. So we're gonna come down, same slant. And then we're gonna come into the circle. And then once you hit the circle here, we're just gonna continue it, but just kind of go in slightly a little bit more. It's a little bit weird. So now let's go back and draw the horn. So right about here, on this line here, I'm just gonna come down slightly. And then I'm going to draw in the base of the horn. So just kind of draw in one circle, almost like a half circle, right around this size. Okay, and then we're going to come back in here, and I'm going to go in past the corner. This is going to be his horn, and just kind of curve it out like that. And then once you have that, start in the corner, just gonna come down and then just kind of round it off and then just connect that. And then for some details here, you can draw in just a couple of lines like this. So this horn is kind of coming toward us and going out, so that's why we're drawing it. It's a little bit harder to draw. Alright, so then once we have this, let's just finish. There's another strap on the back here, so I'm gonna start from here. Just gonna go straight across, come down, and then I'm gonna go back in. So okay, and then once you have this one, again on the inside, just kind of pinch it in. Okay, and then on the bottom here, so we have 1, 2, and there's gonna be one more on the bottom here. So just draw like a little rectangle. And then in the corner here, again, just kind of taper it inward. Alright, so that's probably the hardest part here, but once you have this, things gets a little bit easier. So continuing on, like if I come down here, okay, so right next to this circle, just draw another one. And I'm just gonna add one more circle inside for some detail. Okay, so let's finish up the head. So continuing this slant here, come down slightly and then come down even more. And then right here, we're gonna go down back into here, so it's gonna be behind this circle here. And then now for the jaw area, so from this corner, just kind of come out past this slant. And then just kind of angle it back in. And then for his teeth in here, just drawing one line and then go back into the mouth. Alright, so that is pretty much the head, and let's draw in, well, let's finish up the ear. There's an ear on the back here, right behind the horn. So on this slant here, I'm just gonna continue that. Slant up one more, and then we're just gonna come down. It's gonna be behind the horn. Okay, and then we just kind of slant it in, close everything off. All right, so now we can draw in the, I guess the unicorn, the horn on the front here. So we can just pick a mark up here, and then it's gonna be a slight curve just coming down. All right, and then for the little details here, I'm just gonna draw a bunch of lines at a slant all the way up. All right, so let's move on down, and this part's a little bit easier. So from the corner here, just kind of come down right around here. And then this part here, I'm gonna slant out. And then we're gonna draw a zigzag line across from here to here. So the easier way to draw it is just to draw in the middle, just draw like a little check mark first. And then we'll just connect that. So another one, just connect that. Again, it doesn't have to be exactly the same like this, just as long as you have some kind of zigzags going across. All right, so let's continue on and go in slightly, come down, and then this part, again, come out. Again, we're gonna go across here and we can draw in the middle first. Just a little check mark again. And then we're just gonna go out, just connect that. All right, so just you can make your own little variations. You don't have to follow exactly on these. And then one more, so we come down, then here, slant out. Okay, and then the middle, well, let's see, I'll just draw a little check mark again. And then let's just go across. All right, and then one more section, and this one's gonna be flat, so we're gonna come straight down and just go across. Just close everything off. And then right about almost in the middle, but not exactly. It's kind of off to this side. Just drawing two little slants like this and close that off. So this is going to be the handle part. Okay, but before we draw that, we need to finish up the head. So for the mane here on the back, so this one right here on its ear, we're just going to come up. Just draw one line going out. And then we're going to curve all the way out here. So another way to draw it is to kind of come out here and just make a little mark first, so you know how far out to go. And then we're just gonna draw one curve. Okay, and then once you connect that, we're gonna come back in. And this part is a little tricky because you want a nice little curve. Okay, so come back in here, and then once you reach here, just kind of go back out. And then from here, we just kind of connect that, make it a sharp point. And then it's got those details here. So everything's kind of radiating from this point here going out. So I'm just gonna draw in some lines. Okay, just make sure the center is somewhere over here. And even for this, we can actually go all the way out. I'm gonna draw a little angle like this, and if you want to, you can erase out that line, because there are also supposed to be some open spaces. Okay, so you can leave it or you can erase out that line. And then again, radiating from the center. Just gonna draw some more. All right, so let's finish off with the handle here, and the handle is really easy, so we're just gonna go straight down. And I'm not gonna make it as long because I don't have the paper space. So just kind of taper it down as you move. As you move down, make it a little bit skinnier. Then we're gonna close it off. And I think there's actually one section here, so I'm gonna draw it's a little rectangle. And then down here, right below the rectangle, I'm just gonna draw a circle. And then on the inside, just gonna draw one more circle on the inside for some details. And then for the spikes, it's easy. Right on this corner here, I'm gonna draw one. On this one, I'm gonna draw the other one, so it's symmetrical. And then on the side here, just gonna draw one more on each side. And then on the bottom, it's gonna be the opposite of that. And that is it for this very menacing looking Thunder Crash pickaxe in Fortnite. Hope you guys like the way it turned out, and if you do, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.